Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened. I had a shutdown on my computer. It said your device is run into a problem and has to restart. So boom, all of a sudden the doggone thing was gone. But as you can see, I took that as an opportunity to put up a new thumbnail today about this Sofi downgrade wild ride that it is. And there you go. So we got up a new thumbnail, and I'm back online. Um, don't know why the shutdown, but I think at times it's a good thing. God just telling me in a way, hey man, take a little break, go spend a little bit of time, get a little something to eat, have a little something, take a little exercise break. And so here we are. We're back on this, and let's get this thing back up where we got me and on the picture. There we go. We'll get there. Bam. Come on, me. There we go. And then we got to make sure that we get the display screen back up here. And let's put that up at the top. But I hope you like my thumbnail that I just chose. I've had it before in the past, but I thought it was appropriate for today because it's wild, right? It's a wild, crazy ride. You got to hang on, and it's a screamer, folks. It's a screaming ride. But I'm back now, and I want to also say thank you for being here with me. And let me just do this. I'll reduce my picture of my size down just a little bit more here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this out of the way over here on this screen. Now that we're going to move it down, and then we're going to move this screen with this has the YouTube live feed over here. Boom, back over here. So I can watch you guys on this screen, what you're saying. All right, we got 5 folks back. Wouldn't you know, when I had a doggone record day going with how many people were on my channel today, a record was going to be set with the number of views that I was going to have, and now my record is not going to be broken. I think before it was somewhere around 1,400 views, and I know we were over 1,400 on that last video. But dadgummit, man, I wanted to see us get 2,000 views today and over 150 likes. I don't know how many likes were on the other one. And again, it's not that big of a deal, but I was just wanting to see a crushing record, just like we're going to crush this stock right now. We're going to crush it buying this thing at $8.32, which we just did. So I'm sorry, everybody, that happened. But hey, I was only down for about maybe 10 minutes, and I got to get everything lined back up and a new picture up on the screen. So maybe we'll get even more people over here, because the most important thing about what's going on here is that we attract as many listeners and viewers as we can get. So hit the like button again, everyone. Let's get it up. We've got 6 people here. Everybody hit the like. Let's get them back over here on this channel, because what I'm showing everyone is a way to have no fear about what just happened and instead have an understanding, like my last thumbnail headline said, an awesome opportunity. Another run is coming. And folks, it has just begun right here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So going back to my day trading technique, every one of you that had the orders in place would have just filled at 834 and 835 on that little dip right there. And now it's time to start putting in your order again at 835, since the price is at 837. So I want you to put in a buy order here at 835. As soon as it hits 838, we're going to put in a buy order at 836. And it's going to do that. For the rest of the afternoon, we're going to see continually rising. And look at the volume now, 66,323,000. Everyone, Connor, everything is getting beat up real bad. Not SoFi. The shorts are getting beat up real bad. The shorts just shorted this stock a month and 2 weeks ago at $6.41. And much below that, they've shorted in the 7s, and they've shorted in the 6s, the 5s, the 4s. They've shorted in all those ranges, and they're still holding those shares. So you guys just hold on here. We bought this morning at 832, those of us that could, and we bought a lot of shares. You're talking 5,000 shares, and I picked up another 1,000 at 866. I'm down on that buy, but I tell you what, I won't be for long, because I know what's going to happen. My call is 16 out of 18 days is now going to transpire with a higher low. There will be 2 days And those days will be 6 days from now and 12 days from now. There's a reason that I say that, because I've looked back over the history of this chart, and it's amazing how many times from 6 days it's been at a low, to 6 days to a high, to 6 days at the low, to 6 days at a high, 6 or 5 days at a low, 5 or 6 at a high, 6 days at a low, 6 days at a high. I'll go back over this historical chart here, and I'll show you what I mean. It's kind of, well, it's enlightening is one thing it is. It's going to be enlightening for you. So hopefully you guys are glad here. I want you to please hit the like button. Let's get it on back up. We're not dropping anymore. Today's the rest. It's over for the shorts. It's all rise from here. All rise for Judge Cat. All right. Now, here's what I want to show you something back here. We're going to go way back. Just for the heck of it, we're going to go way back here. And we're going to show you why I want to make sure you understand this stock being a day trader's dream come true. This is just one of the many reasons, all right? So here it is. Looks like a death cross. Oh, man, it's going to be crazy. Watch this, folks. Let's just pick this day here on April. Let's start here. When the price was down here at 561, all right? So I'm going to show you what I mean by 6-day swinging. Watch this. 561, 1 day up, 2 days up, 3 days up, 4 days up, 5 days up, 6 days up, a slight pullback. Then we got 1 day up, 2 days, 3 days from 589, 4 days, 5 days, 6, 7, it's at 619. All right, look at this from this date here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's at $4.59 on the 6th day. Okay, going again from 459. Look where it goes to. This time it doesn't do that it usually does. It actually gets trounced on down. But look at this. 1 from 459, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th day, it hit 544 from 459. Got it? Then from there, look how many days down it was, okay? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 days. You can say 5 and 6 to 491, but then look how many days it was here from 491. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it was going off 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 days. 14, the 6 days, 15, 16, 17 days. Folks, it was out of control after that downgrade by Mia Pet, Chiavarini. All right. Yep, the downgrade was on May the 15th, and the price went all the way down on that downgrade to 445, like we saw the drop today. But what do you know? Within 1 month later, the price was at 1023 from 445, up 130%. Golly. But now pay attention, folks. From 1023, how many days was it to the next low? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Huh? Watch this now. Pay close attention. From this day of 829, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, it's at 941 high. Huh. Here's a little bit of a change, because then it only went 1, 2, 3 days to the low. But then look to the high from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 days only. Then came the downgrade. So that broke up the 5 and 6 day swings when they had the downgrade from Morgan Stanley on July 13th. The company that owned $58 million plus of the stock, Sofi, and downgraded it. Now they own $72 million worth, because they actually increased their positions. I don't know, after that downgrade, they went and increased their position by 40% in the stock. What a coincidence. But then here's what I want to show you. From this day at 939 high in the takedown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and it's up to 1013. I'm not done yet. From 1013, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, the low, 894. Are you starting to get the picture, everybody? And from there, it was 2 days later at 1170 on the earnings date. So that's why I say, and the interesting thing about when we got to this high over here, there was a high that we reached, and before we got to the low, I want to show you every day was going up and up and up and up and up. It was the same thing as before. From this 845 to 3, 4, 5, 6 days, 888. Then they took it down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to a low of 740. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and it hit 816. And then look at the rundown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to, it was 777. That was on the 5th day. And then we got this run up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 days they stopped it at 866. I sold on that day. Sold at 865. Told you guys to get out there too. Yep. I'm just showing you this. It's a good thing that I showed. And Hurricane Lopez, he started taking advantage of this when he saw what I was showing everybody. He says, "Dang, he's right. This thing's swing trading every 6 days. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6." Right? So from there at that day, how many days was it to the low? From there, from when it got to 866, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was 7 days that time to 697. Jeez, oh Pete. All right, you guys have all seen it now. And even folks, when we saw this thing get down here to whatever it was, 710, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 days to 845, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, 4 days to 782. And then we started to see it climbing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the 6th day, see, 923. That's 6 days. From 923, coincidentally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, it hits this 1019 on the 5th, 1039 for the high. And now we're seeing 1, 2, 3 days of attacks. Should technically be at least 2 more, but they did the downgrade already today, so they're all out. They did it. They blew their wad already. On the 3rd day, they couldn't stand and look at the volume now, 66 million. And all they're doing right here is accumulating shares. I wouldn't be surprised one single bit to see institutional ownership go up today from what we saw 2 weeks ago. Institutions were only sitting on how many? 2 weeks ago. What do you know? Institutions were low. Now the lid's about to blow. Yep. Crazy enough, on December 27th, 7 institutions bought long. December 28th, it went 5 more institutions went long. Now we got 734 when we only had 713 on the 1st of December. Why do you think all those institutions, 21 institutions, have been buying shares of Sofi during this quarter? 21, folks. The term that you hear often in the stock market is follow the money. And I'm sharing with you now. You better be following this money because it's coming in, and it's going to come in big on this in a minute. It's going to come in on this thing. But it's not going to be profit-taking volume. I remember when was in the 500s institutions. Yep. I hear you, man. They're buying in. I doubled down on some calls January 19th and added more shares. I got all year to buy more. And Catfish Tyler says, that here beginning at 2:20 in the afternoon is the beginning of a run. And you just watch and see if I'm not right or not. At 2:22 today is my call for the run to begin. At 2:22, I'm going to even write down the time. I'm so confident of it. 2:22 p.m. We're going to put down start. Run begins. Run starts. 2:22 p.m. The price was at 836. Okay, I'm going to underline that. I'm going to have this. I'm going to be able to show you guys in about 20 days from now. 20 days from now, right? 20, well, trading days, which will be the January the 29th. All right, so it's 26 days away, just over 3 weeks away, and watch these candlesticks start to build green, large, chunky shares of SoFi pie are going to be consumed this afternoon. If I'm not right, I'll be in shock to see it otherwise. My true feeling and sentiment is that they will use somewhere around a volume of 100 million today by end of day. Now you might say that's crazy, Ty. We're only at 67 million, but you just wait and you just see. You just wait and you just see, everybody. And I've already told you about this. The reason they're trying to hold this is because this number is a 131.31 thing going on here. I've already shown you this 131313 stuff. That's all that is for right now. It's at 834. The reason they're trying to hold that number because of that number that precedes it, that they hold it at. But I got news for you, folks. There's no way in the world that this stock is going to close at 832 or below that price today. I do not believe that is even remotely possible. And another thing I've seen before on the downgrades, I've seen the price fall as much as $1.47. And today I'm only seeing $1.32. That's right. I've seen them on the downgrade days. I've seen the price fall that much. But again, as I said about on the last show that I was doing and up and running, and I want to thank you for finding me again, everybody. And I know I'm asking you, please, but let's just go ahead and hit the like button, all right? Take just a second, go over there to the corner, hit like, hit subscribe. Let's go ahead and get this next video up and running hard. And throw it into a lot of people's eyeballs because they need to see what I'm showing these people today. And so if I downgraded, just another run starting, that's all it means. SoFi downgraded just means another run starting. And it's just like the runs of before. But one of the things about the run from the Chia Pet downgrade on May 15th that's very interesting that you should take into heart is the price went from 445 on May the 15th just up here to June 15th where it hit 1023. It made a 130% gain, folks, and they didn't even have a promise. They had made no commitment that they were going to be profitable in quarter four. This time it's a different story. Everyone knows they're going to be releasing earnings and they're going to be profitable. So if this price can jump up 130% in 1 month without even becoming profitable on the next earnings report, how high can it now go with everyone knowing that we got an earnings report that's going to be GAAP profitable? How high could it go? I believe it's going to go higher than 130% from today's low. And even if it doesn't go higher than that, I'll take an equal 130% because guess what? 130% from the price that it is right now at 834 is how much? I'll tell you how much it is once I find my calculator. Here it is. 8.34 times 130% plus equals $19.18. You better have your orders in for sale for $19.12, $19.13, $19.14, and $19.15. On earnings day, you would better have some sell orders in at 1912, 1913, 1914, 1915, maybe even as high as 960, 1960. Break it up, break it up. Because, folks, I honestly do believe that if a stock can go up 130% in 1 month from the downgrade once in the past and not even going to be showing gap profitability, and then my friends, if a price can go from then after that down to 771, and then amazingly go from 70.71 back to $10.13 for a 30% gain, again, without us making gap profitability. Folks, all of these downgrades have resulted in nothing more than the price continuing to rise after they shook out all the weak shares. And there's plenty of weak shareholders out there. Come on, jump on over here and hit the like button. Let's try and get at least another 100 or 2 people over here. Mitch Parker, inflow 30% higher than outflow. Yep. Roberto, I was sitting here talking to everybody, and all of a sudden the screen went black, and it said, this device has, what were the words exactly? This device has experienced a technical difficulty and is shut down. And then it reported whatever was wrong with it to whoever it reports to, and then I could start back up. But it was kind of cool in a way because I got to get something to eat for lunch, and I also had a chance to put up another billboard, a new thumbnail, a whole new one to catch a bunch of new people. Malware, LOL, yeah. Well, unfortunately, for one of these sites that I've gone to, I had to take down one of my things because I couldn't get it to process it, and it wouldn't work because I have this malware on. So I had to disable it. And so anyway, I don't know. I have a lot going on this computer. Believe me, I have tons and tons of stuff running at the same time. So my CPU usage is very, very high. Now, that being said, let's see. Inflow 30%, hedge fund, malware, LOL. Yep, I just bought another 100 calls at my other account February. All right, nice. Entertainment International, good. And so, folks, isn't it interesting now to see the price has just gone from 835 again to 841 this afternoon? And I told you what time it was going to start. The price was $8.36 at 2:22 today. I called it. I said right here, the run starts. And it's not going to look back. Nope, folks, just get your camera out on your phone and take a picture of the price right now before the actual run starts, because it's going to be phenomenal what this run you're going to see. Because one thing I know about hedge funds is they do the same thing Catfish does, and they're able to track the history of trading. And you don't think they know what happens to this stock after every downgrade? They know. They know it big time. And we're going to be checking this institutional ownership number here again all through the day because it's going to change, in my opinion, and go up. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see this rise from 734 to about 739 institutions after today's rundown. And meanwhile, you should be now having your orders in that you would have just filled back at 843, 844, and 8. You're just filled at 842 again. So now, folks, it's time to start putting in your orders again. But you're going to put that 842 in only when the price hits 844. All right? So we're going to put 840. We're going to put in 841 right now. I've already got it in, but we got another 841 if you have not done that. Once you get your 841 buy order in, then you're going to put in your 842 buy order. But you're not going to put in that 842 buy order until the price hits 844. All right? This is Day Trading 101. And folks, you can buy right along with me in this fashion all afternoon, and we can sell at the high of the day whenever we want. But when we do, that money that you sell with, you cannot, if you buy another stock, you can't sell that stock for 2 days. So you can take a shot right now. This right now that you're buying and following the price up, you could actually sell them all at 887 with me. But the money that you made, if you buy back tomorrow when they drop it maybe down to the 830s or something, you buy again, those shares cannot be sold the same day that you bought them. All right? The only shares that you can sell the same day that you bought them are shares that you paid for with available cash. Now put the order in for 842, everyone. I'm suggesting, I am not a financial advisor, but I'm saying I think it would be wise to put in a buy order right now at 843. You got now an order at 842. You got an order at 843. And you're going to put in now 844 because look at the price. It's at 846. So go ahead, put in 844 right now. And I'm not telling you what to do. I'm asking you to do this because you're going to learn something valuable today about day trading. Yep, still here, bro. Thank you, Mopar. Yeah. Jacob, Catfish. Yeah, huge candles, huge volume. When will the run start, Catfish? Well, look right here. I'll show you when the run's going to start. I'll show you right now, ladies and gentlemen, when the run is going to start is right here what Catfish Tyler wrote. If we can get this stupid piece of paper to show up on the screen. You got to put a little angle on it. Here's what I said to everybody on the screen that you can see this if you can. Hold on. Get this camera to focus on it. Let's try it this way, maybe. And it's such a frustration not to be able to show you these numbers. That's the one thing I don't like about this green screen thing. For some reason, it won't pick up with a sheet of paper in my freaking hand. Why? Why is this so hard for it to understand and do? Dang it. There we go. Look what I wrote right there. It's backwards. It says right here, when the price was at $8.36 at 2:22 p.m., I said the run starts. See if I reverse this here. Hey. Yee-hoo. Hold on. Look here. God dog it. This silly freaking thing. Shoot, it won't show you the it's backwards still, isn't it? Why? What is this stupid thing doing? I'm going to have to get some other form of writing this out. Well, that's what I wrote right there. You have to look at it backwards. The weird thing is when I take this thing here and I try to swap it across like that, there it is. Right there. 8:36, 2:22 p.m. the run starts. That's what I wrote down. And by gosh, look at the dang thing now. Where is it? Up 5 cents. Cha-ching. Thank you, Roberto. Very good point. That's right. I believe so too, Roberto. Let's get in here where I can hear myself. Check. I don't hear a dang thing. What's going on? Uh-oh. I see my uh-oh, my audio device was unplugged. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. Here we go. I'm back on with my microphone. Hopefully you can hear me now better. I would like you to please put in a buy order right now for 2 shares, 5 shares, 10 shares, whatever you're comfortable. Put that buy order in now at $8.43. We've just filled at 841, 842, 843, and now we're going to put that 843 order in again right here and now. We're going to put another buy order in because the price is now toggling from 844 to 845. So this is when we go in at 843. We've already got our order in at 842. We've got our order in at 843. And now we're going to wait and we're going to go ahead and load an order at 844, but you're not going to put in a buy order at 844 until you see the price hit 846. I started out with 4,000 shares. Somehow I have 40,000, Mopar. You're in love with this stock too, just like Catfish is. And one thing's for dang sure, you're doing good by buying this stock here today, right now at this price, because dadgummit, this stinking thing is going to rocket upwards so fast in the next 3 weeks, people's heads are going to spin. They will. They're going to spin. You got the same accumulation going here at 843 that you had back here at $8.31. Look how long they held it at 831 to 832. And I told everyone right there, hey, Catfish says you better buy here because they're never going to see that number again. I took pictures of it. And now we're up 9 cents from there, 10 cents even. And we're going to go up 20 cents by the end of the day and maybe even higher. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Oh, LBPH finally hit its level of doneness, and they've run it down. That's from yesterday, the one that was up 230%, even as much as 300%, LBPH. I'm out of it. Bye-bye for that screen. So there you go, June the 15th. 5 big analyst cuts on one day. SoFi Technologies slashed with 3 downgrades. How do you like that? Coincidentally, the day before, we had hit a new high of $10.23, going all the way up from $4.45 on freaking 29 days ago. It went from $4.45 to doggone $10.23, and we didn't even have prospects of us breaking into profitability yet. Now we know, everybody knows, the writing's on the wall. We're going to go over $10, 11 and 12. They all want to get in on this before this run, and then they're going to perpetuate an amazing, miraculous recovery of the stock price that nobody saw coming. Okay? Nobody saw it coming. Well, I can tell you there was one individual on this YouTube channel that saw it coming, and I knew what it was going to do. And now I look at the SoFi down only $1.23. And folks, I'm going to take you back through history, and I'm going to show you how much this thing has fallen before in one day. All right? I'm going to show it to you so you can understand the difference and the perspective of it all. All right? So you got a picture of it. And you know in your head, and you'll know and understand and realize what's going on. And you'll see these massive swings. And unfortunately, they only let me go back to January 30th right now. Huh. Well, that's kind of too bad. But I'm going to show you something here in just a moment. Just give me a second on this. I'm going to give you a great perspective. Actually, it'll be a great way for you to draw a parallel, okay? And you're going to find it here in a minute. I got to just give me a second and I'll get to it. Doo-doo. Because we've seen similar swings to this before. We've seen it before. Here we are. See this price right here? 1023. And then we had the upgrades from 3 analysts on June the 15th that I just showed you. From 1023, folks, this thing went down to 771. How much of a drop is that off of that downgrade? 10.23 minus 7.71 equals $2.52 drop, people. Now what did it drop? Oh my gosh, it's down $1.21. See what I mean by strength? Now, today's not the first day, and granted, when they had it at 1023, it took them 5 days to get it down, and they used very high volume, especially these first 2 days. But that was without the prospect of us turning profitability on the next earnings call. That move. All right? So now I'm going to show you another one. Hold on a second here. I appreciate your patience, folks. I'll find it here in a moment. Man, where is that dog thing? Oh, pardon me. We gonna find it here. Huh. So today they ran it from down 903 down 828. Really? High of 903 and low of 828, a 75-cent swing. 903 to 828, yeah. Huh. After a downgrade, 9.03 minus 8.28 equals. It only went 75 cents down today, folks, on 66 million. Let's compare that to the David Chiaverini downgrade day on May the 15th. How much did it go down? All right. May the 15th, April, May, here we are. Oh, yeah. And even on this one, these are downgrades I'm showing you so you understand the relevance. The price went the previous day from 522's high to 445. 522. This dropped today 75 cents. That drop back then, 522 minus 445. 5.22. A 77-cent drop. Look at that. A downgrade got 77-cent drop that day, and now 75-cent drop. Whoa, what a coincidence, huh? How much do you think you ought to wait to buy in on the next time there's a downgrade on this stock? Don't you think maybe it'd be a good idea to buy in when it's down 70 cents? Uh-huh. Let's go see how much it dropped on the day that Morgan Stanley downgraded us. Okay, Morgan Stanley's downgrade. Price was at $9.61 when it was the high that day. 9.61 minus, went down to 8.89. 8.89 equals 72 cents. How do you like that? If you find this information that I'm sharing with you interesting, then please hit the like button. Because we've seen it down 71, 72 cents, 75 cents on these downgrades. Yeah, they're going to keep bringing them because look at the price here, 928 to 832 on a downgrade. $0.96 drop on that downgrade the last time, and they used 98 million shares to get that happen. That's a huge drop. 96 cents that time, and this time, how much was the drop? And they haven't even been able to hold it there. I'm showing you, they're not going to hold it here. 903 to 828, but the price, folks, is only 847 now. But let's just do it. 903, 828. I think it was 75. It is. Down only 75. 96 cents before, now only 75-cent drop. Nice. And we saw a 72-cent drop on David Chiaverini's downgrade, didn't we? Huh. Pretty interesting, huh? 72 cents, 75 cents, 97, and now back to 75. And by the way, look at the price. It's at 848, folks. Nice. Look at that chart. What I told everybody here from the lunchtime low, which was $8.30, was I told everybody that what you're going to start seeing is that the rest of the volume that comes in are going to be, this will be profit-making volume. People now are buying with an expectation to hold long till the earnings call. And it's going to make it very hard for them to yank it away from people now after they took it down that low today. And there are institutions who I feel certain would have taken advantage of today's drop, knowing basically what I'm showing you guys all now is that every single downgrade has turned around within 3 or 4 weeks and become a massive gainer. Every one of them. And honestly, after you hit the well once with the David Chiapanzi downgrade on May 15th, then they hit the well twice on the July 13th downgrade for Morgan Stanley when the price went down to 877, only see it go to 1170 2 days later. And then you come at it on July 13th with Morgan Stanley's downgrade, and they run it down to 877. What happens? People start seeing this pattern of downgrades creating upwards moves, big moves up. And they can calculate that all up. They can go back and look like I'm doing here right now. See, I want you guys all to please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. We had 1,440 something views on that last video I put up. And then my computer went bunk on me. Dadgummit, man. Really bums me out that happened. But now I want you guys who put your order in at 843 to go in at 844 for a buy order now. Please put in your order now at 844 because it's toggling 845.46. And you might just catch an 844 one time, and then it's on up. So right now, I'd like you to put your order in at 844, and we're going to keep the support underneath this stock. And there's no way in the world this thing's going to keep dropping because they already hit the lows here of 828. They went too low on their low. Man, everybody who would have sold had their stop losses triggered and they got out. And when they did, the shorts who made that happen laughed their way to the bank because they know they're going to run it up the rest of the afternoon and for the next 20 days. 16 out of 18 days are going to be green with higher lows is my call from now until the earnings call. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. And as a matter of fact, you'd be very smart right now to go ahead and load in your buy order at $8.46 and put that not in yet because you want to wait for the price to hit $8.48 before you put in an 846 order. And look at that. If you had paid attention to me, you would have just ordered your order fill just in at 844 if you put it in at 846. And I told you to do that. I said, hey, man, you'll catch it if you put it in 2 cents lower. They might hit a big attack and you get it. And now what you're going to be doing is you've already got your order in at 842 and you got one at 8. Hey, you just filled at 843. What do you know? Congratulations. That's how you do it, people. And now once it maxes out to 843 and they're all gone, then it'll go on up to 844 again, then 845, and you start loading your share orders in again to buy just 2 cents below. 2:50 in the afternoon, and I got a very strong feeling in my gut that this is about to pop to the upside no matter what the NASDAQ is doing, the Russell's doing, the Dow is doing. Oh, tell you right now, man, folks, I've been staying up late some lately, and I always get up early. This morning I got up at, let me tell you where the price was this morning when I got up. Just give me a minute here. Here we go. Uh, this morning when I got up, the price was, that was at 937. I was up before then, way before then, way before then, way before then. Oh, pre-market at 532 this morning. The price was at 917. At 937, the price was at 865. But the thing you need to know was at 222, the price was sitting at $8.36, 5 cents over where we are now, 6 cents over. Oh, might have to have a little bit more coffee here, right, everybody? All right, let me see what we got here. We got an announcement that just came out. Everything's getting beaten up today real bad. We dropping more. Looks like a death cross. I doubled down calls January 29th, added more. I got all year to buy more. Good. Entertainment International. I remember when the price was 500 institutions. Yep, when our stock had 500 institutions, now we're at 730 something. Roberta, what happened earlier? Inflow 30% higher than outflow, says Mitch Parker. Roberto says hedge fund malware. But that's right. Entertainment International. I just bought another 100 calls on my other account. February 16th, 9 strikes. Okay. Gotcha. And Mopar, we're live. Still here, bro. Yep. Jacob Catfish. Jacob Raymer Catfish. David, huge candles, huge volume. Yes. Roberto, when will the run start? I told you the run would start when I said it would, and that was today at 8:22 in the afternoon when the price was at $8.36. 8:22 today. Mark it on your calendar. All right, Roberto, bless you. I'm still in it. Death to the death of me. Yep. H.I. Zim says weak hand sold. We'll be trying to get back. That's right. I started out with 4,000 shares. Now I have 40,000, says Mopar. After so many times you become numb to these pullbacks. Yeah, you do. And you take advantage of them because you've seen them so many times before. Deuce Caboose, I'm sorry, I just don't believe that some outfit rating agency I've never heard of could cause this many retailers to sell. Well, you should have seen what happened on the day that this guy here made retailers sell. I'll show you now. I'm going to take you over here to a historical date and what happened on that day with this moron's downgrade. All right. It'll be David Chiavarini, Sofi downgrade, May 15th. There you go. Sofi downgraded it again at Wedbush on fair value. He said it was worth $2.50. Well, now let's go to tip ranks. David Chiavarini, tip ranks. So not only is it astounding that on all of these people lately who've been raising the target price that we don't go up $1.03 or $1.75. We never do that. And see, the reason that we don't is because we don't have 100 million shares coming in on the long side to force it on up. But when they get a downgrade, they pile into it 100 million down shares so they can force it down. That's why they get the big moves on the downgrades. But look at this guy's rating that made the price fall almost 20%. David Chiavarini, he's got a 0 stars. He's rated number 8,383 out of 8,654. Folks, you can't get any worse, hardly. His success rate, he picked a proper stock to make money on 117 times out of 297 picks. You could obviously take a quarter out of your pocket and do far better. And as my friend Hurricane Lopez points out, folks, you cannot be this bad. You can't, by circumstance, be this terrible of an analyst. And as a matter of fact, David Chiavarini has been taken off of the Ortex. They don't even consider him a legitimate trader anymore, analyst. He's gone. And there's another one who's out too, and his last name is Bologna. He's been taken out of Ortex. He's still in tip ranks, but he's out of Ortex. They kicked him out too. They know what these guys are doing. They've come to figure it out. This guy's just hideous, man. Hideous, hideous, hideous. So funny, he's down here 22%, down 20, down 65%, down 64%, 72% down, 36% we're down. This guy's a dip. And you know what's funny? Let's go find one that he's up on and see how much they've collapsed since he's up. He's upside grading them. Look at this one. FCNCA. He's got a buy. He says it's going to go FCNCA. FCNCA. Let's go look. FCNCA. FCNCA. Come on, man. There it is. Look at the 1 year chart. Hey, they actually have gone up, but he probably just rated them recently, and they're falling. But his target price is $1,800, folks, on this stock. His target $1,800. Goodness gracious. BUR, he says, is going to go up. It's got a 17.52% BUR. Let's go look at BUR. This guy might be a great source for us to find some great picks. BUR stock. Let's go see what they're doing. Well, they're red today, but then again, everything is. Let's go to the 6 month. Wow. Again, I have no idea when he rated it, but the price is $14.87, and he's telling you the thing's going to go up to BUR. Where's this price? I don't understand. I don't know. 1,400. Whenever he's out of here. That's the guy who made the price fall so much. Made the price collapse from 20-something% on his downgrade with a horrible, horrible record. Yeah, folks. This looks very good for a nice, new, firm, solid base at 840 now instead of the 832 that we saw form earlier. Yep. David Asher, November the 16th, we had a 10% drop from 728 to 671. I've already shown people that that was due to uh, a triple downgrade that came out on November the 14th. Piper Sandler, Oppenheimer, and Bank of America, all three downgraded on that date. Funny thing was, they downgraded to higher prices than their previous targets, so they were really upgrading it, but they called them downgrades. Deuce Caboose, I'm sorry, you just don't. The some outfit rating agency I've never heard of could cause this many retailers to sell. Yep. Ski has to be insane shorting. It is. This drop has a negative and positive catalyst torn between it through though downgrades and earnings. Yeah. Lots of people probably hit their stop loss triggers. Yep. 100% contracts profited big time money today. Still buying shares at the lows. Yeah. Good, Greg. That's nice. Mopar, also no institutions left during the drop. Not one sold. None. They've all added positions here today, just like probably Anthony Noto picked up some today. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see that Kathy Wood bought more shares today. Harry Toe, yep, this monkey business couldn't have come at a better time. Yeah. What do you see this right before the earnings? I see a run, Carl, Will, and Zach. I see a run on the price from now for 16 out of 18 days. And only 2 days there's going to be a pullback. And I see the price approaching somewhere around $11.90. Okay. Big exhaustion gap for sure. Yep. This is a great reset for us, though. Drop my average cost by $1.50. Excited for the few coming weeks. Yeah, baby. Nice. Forrest L. David should be a weatherman with that rating. For sure. Mike Burrito with good faith violation. There you go. Nice. Mike Burrito got a good faith violation. What do you know? Tyler, do you think we will have another pullback tomorrow? No, I don't. Uh, Zach, Will, and Carl, 1190 on earnings and sky high on earnings. Yeah. Well, here's what I'm going to show you guys why I'm pulling that number out of my hat. Okay. I'm using history to determine it because I see back here that on May the 15th, folks, when David Chiapanzi gave his downgrade on May the 15th, I saw the price fall on that day from 560 3 days earlier to 445. Folks, from the previous day's high of 522 to 445 is how much of a drop? 72 cents, right? I think 522 minus 445. 5.22 minus 4.45 equals 77 cents. So that was the drop on David Chiavarini's downgrade. How much was the drop today? How much was the downgrade? Run it down from the open. It ran it from 903 to 828. How much is that? If the other one was 77 cents, this one was 903, 9.03 minus 828, 8.28 equals 75 cents today. So the last time we saw it on 103 million shares they used on the 15th of May, I go back to it again. They used 103 million shares on the 15th of May. And today we're only half that much almost, right? So, but here's the key thing. From the price being 445 to this price here of 1023 is a 130% gain. And that was without us going to be profitable on the next earnings call. Everyone now knows we're going to be profitable. So if it can move up 130% in 1 month from May the 15th to June the 14th and hit that number, then how fast can it go and how far will it go knowing we're going to be profitable, gap profitable? Well, if the low today was driven down to 828, and folks, you add 130% to that number, here's where you come up with 8.28 times 130% plus equals, that's $19.04. But I think we're going to go to 1990 because this time we have the promise from staff that we're going to be breaking into profitability, and that promise did not exist on that run up from May the 15th until June the 14th, everybody. That being said, if you want to be certain, put in a sell order on this stock at $18.97. Just saying. Now, there's another probability, and that is that we could see the same kind of increase from the 445 to 1170, which we saw go already for the high, 1170. So if the price went from 1170 minus 4.45, that's a $7.25 increase, plus where we are now, 725 plus 840. Is that where we are? 836 plus 8.36 puts us at 1561. So I'm not sure where we're going to end up, but I think we could go as high as 19 on our earnings call, up 130%. Don't know that for sure, but it could happen. And remember, folks, I've already shown you on both of the days of the downgrades, on one of those days, they used 127 million to bring us down. On one day, they used 103 million to bring us down. All right. And then those are the differences. Today's volume level is only 72 million to take us down this 70.75 cents. So in a sense, it's taking them a lot less volume here to make it run down. But another thing that helps them out is they're doing it on the shoulders of the market, which is down. The NASDAQ, another day down 135. The Russell down again today, 2.3%. The Russell's down. All right, let's go to the finance homepage. Let's find out what happened with the announcement that was just made. Stocks extend downtrend to start new year. Job openings hit lowest level in nearly 3 years. Well, I guess it's because a lot of Mexicans have come in and taken a lot of the jobs. Right? Shipping them over here by the millions every month. I mean, eventually, it's going to have them getting a lot of employment, whether they're legally able to or not. And believe me, a lot of them aren't. And this is part of the reason they're using them in all these factories and processing plants and things like that. And they're undocumented, and they can get away with paying them pennies to the dollar. By the way, GM sales jumped 14% in best year since 2019. Job openings hit lowest level in nearly 3 years. I got news for you, folks. There are job openings everywhere right now. There's still a ton of people that can't find people to work for them. So remember that after these downgrades, like the one we saw from the David Chiapet, we saw 103 million shares traded that day. On the downgrade that we saw come at us on June the 15th from 3 different sources that downgraded us, they used 97 million shares that day to write it down. And the next day, another 107 million shares they used to keep forcing it down. Then 49 million shares the next day to keep pushing it down. Then 37 million the following day to push it down. Then 30 million. And then the day the low hit, 62 million shares. So, folks, what you really have happening here is from the day of the downgrade. You've got 197 and 107, so you got 200,000, and then you got 250, and then you got 280, then you got 310, and again 60. Look at that, another 360 million shares. The same amount that we saw on the May 1st takedown. 125, 235, 360 million shares. Wow. Golly, how interesting is that, isn't it? I think so. Please hit the like button if this is interesting to you, what I'm showing you guys. Well, thank you, Zach. Thank you very much. I will appreciate that when it comes my way. So there you go. Fed meeting, huh? All right, well, going back over here to the SoFi page because I had already told everybody from the price when it was at $8.36, the price would start running at 2:22 p.m. And I said the run's going to start. But again, I look back and I see 100 million shares that they've used before, and I've seen them over a 4-day period 2 times use a total of 360 million shares. I start to wonder, what are they going to try this time again? It won't matter what they get it down to, folks. It does not matter. The price is going to blast off come earnings day. And then even in between that and today's date. Try to get off screen that. Got a runny nose again. But do not be worried because, like I said, with every single one of these downgrades, we've seen an absolute catastrophic short slaughter. One time from 445 on the downgrade, it got down to up to 1023. Can you imagine how many people shorted in the 440s, 50s, and 60s that day? That they held on and went, golly, we're getting killed. But we can call Morgan, we can call Bank of America, we can call Oppenheimer, we can call Piper, have all 3 of them downgrade on tomorrow. We'll be all right. Don't worry that we had to borrow 9,650,000 shares today on the 14th to make the price stop going up. That's okay because we're going to call these 3 and they'll make it stop. They'll make the price drop. Yep. I make all truth will become self-evident. Tyler self-evident, folks. Catfish, Tyler self. You want to learn something more about these people who downgraded this stock, everybody? I showed you guys earlier, some of you. Come on over and hit the like button. My computer shut down, so gonna have to open this up. Hold on. Gonna go to documents. I'm gonna go to SoFi info. There it is. Oh, I got a lot of SoFi info on this document, man. I got killer reports. But the first thing I'm going to show you is right here and now. It involves downgrades. Okay. And SoFi stock has been downgraded 20 plus times from clowns and paid puppets all over Wall Street. Okay. This information is brought to you by Stock Goat. I don't want to steal his info. I want to share his info with you. So go over to Stock Goat on YouTube and subscribe to his channel, please. I'm sure he'll be grateful. And you'll be grateful too because you'll learn a lot. Stock Goat shows you here that all these clowns that are downgrading to these low price targets have no reviews, no stars. 3 out of the 4 of them don't even show a star. Okay, what are they doing? Look at this here, Vincent. At least he's got 2 stars, but I'm not done. Come on down here and look at this. Who do you want to believe? These guys with no success rates and no stars, or these guys with 5-star ratings who are calling on the share price to be at 14 or 15 bucks a share? This one is rated number 69 out of 8,665 analysts. This guy's top tier, Andrew Jeffrey, and he's calling for $14 a share, everybody. This John Hike, he's got 15 5-star rating. He's rated number 273 out of the whole lot, and he's got a 15 share price target. Who do you want to believe? These clowns up here, paid puppets, or these guys that are true professionals? Okay? Not done yet. Coming on down here. Wow, you just look at these earnings and you go, my gosh, look at this. They meet the street. They're up 300. It's just phenomenal what they've done here. Then we're going back to 21, and then we'll come up to 23. I really need to move these around. I guess I want to, yeah, we'll start with this one. By the way, look at this. They actually, on this one earnings call, 8/12/2021, 8/12, what is this thing doing? On this one, they did not meet the street. But look at their revenues. They increased beyond the expectation. They were expected to hit 212. They hit 231. The next quarter, they made their release. They were beating the street by 9 cents. They were over by 5 cents, I mean. And then they were over on revenues. They were expected to get 263 and got 277. The next quarter, 3/1 of 2022, they were expected to be at 16. They only had 15. Improvement by a penny. Look at the revenues, 279 to 279.88. Then the next quarter, expecting 14, got 14. 283.99 million were predicted, but they got 321, folks. You're talking about almost 40 million over the expectation. All right. You come on down here and you look at 8/2/22. They met the street. They met the expectations, but look at the revenue. They were expected to get 346 and they got 362. Wow. Again, the next quarter, 11/1/22. They meet and they actually beat the expectations on EPS. Their estimated revenue was 390.96 million. And they made 423 million plus. The next quarter, they beat the street by 4 cents. By 4 cents, they were up. And they beat the street and they had 425 million expected in revenue, but they got 443. Every single one of these, they beat the street, they beat the expectations. Here was 436 expected, they hit 460. Here was 473 expected, they hit 488. Here was 511 million, and they hit 564, folks. 64. In case you don't know how to do math, 504 and hit 564 would be 60 million over. So they're about 54 million over for that last one. Let's come on down here. Remember the BlackRock deal that they closed about a month ago for $35 million, $350 million that they were putting into the BlackRock fund? Look at this. The BlackRock deal just closed at a 5.1% margin gain, higher than expected. And this is brought to you by Felix and Friends on YouTube. Felix, Felix. He's showing that the 15 million in quarter 3 and 100 million in quarter 4 whole loans were at a 105% gain on the above fair markets. Man, oh man. Gosh. The $375 million BlackRock scrutinization just closed at an equivalent of 105% gain. That's almost 500 million sold above fair market values in the last 3 months, everybody. Where do you see these revenues this time around that we're going to do? Golly, I'm excited. Coming on down here, and their personal loan book is solid. They're only approving 25% of those who qualify, put in their application. They're kicking out 75% that don't have the criteria that they need to meet. to be a good, solid, dependable, reliable payment coming in that they can count on. No problems. They don't have to worry about these people filing bankruptcy on them, or chapter 13, 14, whatever. They don't have to worry about it. Down here in 2024, a quote from Anthony Noto: we expect 50% of our revenue to be from tech platform and financial services, and 50% to be from lending. You know how much of their gains and profits are going to be used to upkeep their facilities and their buildings and stuff? None, virtually none, because they don't have any banks. Here's their bank right here in your hand. There's the bank. Open the top, and there's the bank inside. Down here, out of the $2 billion in deposits that they've just taken in, they've loaned out 90% of that money. Loaned it out already, 90% of it. 1.8 billion has been loaned out, gaining the money and monthly interest. So many sources of revenue for this company. Guess who just bought more of this stock? Goldman Sachs. The one I just showed you the comparative to yesterday and today earlier. Goldman Sachs that's been losing money, losing revenues, losing profits, losing cash available. They've been losing it hand over fist. They finally come in and said, man, let's not fight this company anymore. Let's just buy them. So they did. They bought a whole bunch of shares, increased their position from 700 million to 999 million or something like that. It's insane how much they're coming in. That's right. Touch on a few other things. Here you can see their what is secrets, what are they worth, and what could they possibly be worth. And it is incredible if you look at this chart that he put together, Felix. Okay, he's talking about share prices that could be worth $30, $40, $50 or higher. These are all the institutions that have been buying. This one coming in with $229,000 worth. This one buying $789,000 worth. DNB. Is that you, DB, over here? Also, no institution left with a drop. Harry, yep, this monkey business couldn't come at a better time. Zach, what do you see the right before the earnings? You see you went live at 12 a.m. last night, but we were nowhere to be found. I don't know what happened there. I didn't do anything. I was in bed at 12. Thing just decided to pop up and start recording, and I had my room a recording on this. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. Computer, maybe a ghost came in here and clicked it on. David should be a weatherman with that rating. Yep, Mike Perito with the good faith violation. Tyler, do you think we will have another pullback tomorrow? No, I don't. Um, where do you go to see who is buying? This site right here is called Defense World. Defense World. Okay, that site is called Defense World. Zach and Will and Carr, 1190 on earnings day. Sky on earnings. Yep. 1190 before earnings. That's right. If it's $19 on earnings, I'm tipping you 100. Okay. Ron, even with $12, we should tip. Yeah. Dang right, Ron. Checking back in. You think we will get to 11 at earnings or not anymore? Oh yeah, we're there. I'm doing the same math from the last downgrade to the raise in price without the earnings being profitable. And we're definitely going to go. We're going to slingshot up from here. Don't be surprised one bit. And here they are again trying to hold this at this number 131313. We've seen this all from here at 1130 all the way across here. We saw them with this game. All the way across here, we saw this game being played. But actually, it was during this duration where they were trying to hold it right there. Not during, we're already past that. But this is the number that they're trying to hold now. A 131313 number right there. That's what they're trying to do. That's the ticket. That's what it's all about, folks. Superstition. Superstition and money games they're playing. Now 74 million. Do they have another 25 million to hold it down? I don't think so. See, I just don't think that for there's two things that are so different right now. And the biggest one is gap profitability on the next earnings call. If the price, as I said before, can rise on the last downgrade, if the price can go from that downgraded price of $4.45 and go up 130%, well, where does that put us from today's low up 130%? 1904 would be the price up 130%. I think it has the potential to go past that all the way up to the 1990 range. But who knows for sure? At this stage of the game, I'd just be happy to see this dang thing start turning around and running up right now this afternoon, which I expect to see happen. I still do. But I know how committed I know how committed the shorters and hedgies can be and manipulators to try to get to certain numbers and stay there. I know how hard they'll try it. Sometimes it's just a statement they're trying to make. Look, we can hold the price down at 13, 13, 13. See how it ended at the end of the day? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. It's just disregard the fact that the price was $6.41 a month and 3 weeks ago. And now those shorted at that number are only down $1.90 a share and paying interest the whole time, holding it. Huh. Nice. Not me. Catfish ain't paying any interest. None. Tommy Dimes. Buying and holding sucks. Always sell when you have a profit. Can always buy back in when stock is down. That's right. Not financial advice. For news matter and entertainment purposes only. Thank you. That's right, Tommy. It's 100% true. And I say this to people and I reiterate this to them all the time. All right. Everybody says, Win, you're not really helping us out when you sell on the highs high like that. Don't care. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to show you how to day trade a stock. Okay. Buy low, sell high. Buy low, sell high. There's many people here on this channel right now that are with me right now that have seen me hit a high and sell at a high at least 7 or 8 times. And two of the last times I did it, I only missed the high by 2 cents. And today I bought the low already at the low of the day that it's not going to get to again. 828 was going to be it. And I actually bought it right here before. I bought 1,000 shares I own here. And why is that? Well, because there's several reasons. This 1313 baloney, okay, is one of them. All right. But another one is because I've looked over the historical charts and I see where the price has been down to and up to and down to and up to and down and up. I know how hard they work so hard with these downgrades to make the best of them, to build in as many positions as they can and steal and take and accumulate before they just let this thing sling to the freaking sky. And it's going to. The only reason they've even been able to get down to this number that they're at is because they're on the shoulders of the Dow down being 243, the NASDAQ being down 163.13. Look at this number. Down 163.13. Or 161.13 is what I just saw. Ooh. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. There it is. 14,603.13. 14,603.13. Just so you're aware of it. Now it's at 14,604. There went that number. 14,603.13. I just showed it to you. And I called it out. Called it out to you. They hit it. Congratulations. They get a little cheerio cheer. They get a little pippity pop pop. And now forget about 1603.13. That number's gone. And the price is rising. And you can see it as plain as day. I showed it to you. And that's what Catfish has done here on this channel over and over and over and over. I've done it. I show you the numerology and the stocks. Look at it now, 14,610. It hit 14. You saw it, 603.13. And look at it bounce right off of that. And the way it goes, bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you, shorts. I'm telling you right now, you better get out of Sofi too right here, right now. Get out now. Because it's going to take off just like the NASDAQ's about to do. You watch and see if Catfish is wrong or not. Yep, look at the NASDAQ now, up 14,612. And believe me, they're going to go for a 14,613 if they could, but it blew right past that too. Look at that. 14,615 now. 14,615.03. 14,614.46. Don't be surprised to see a 14,613 effort here. 13.13 for them. Oh, no, it's done. It's out of here. NASDAQ's going to rise from now. What time is it? 3:30. It's all over, folks. Game over. There's a 14,613 right here. I told you, look for that to happen. It just did. And then this thing's going to propel right on off. Just like you saw it bounce just now, I showed you off 14,603.13. All right. That's it. Look at that number, 14,616.66. 14,616.66. Ah, yeah, people. Oh, yeah. 14,617 now. Catfish points it out. There's no doubt what it's all about. 14,619. Watch it jump, 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 jump. It's jump time, everybody. Look at what we're doing. It's a jump time now. Can't you see? And everybody's screwing shorts. Shorts are getting screwed. Everybody, what an attitude they got. That's what 14,620, 49, 14,621. How divine. 14,622. That's what we do. It's all coming into view. You watch, you see, you know it's me. I call it out every time, and there's no doubt, folks. You saw it hit the 14,603.13. Look at it now, 14,621.85. Told you it was coming. It's a coming alive. 14,621.85 won't stay. It'll go away. It'll be much higher. You will see today. 14,620 rising on the horizon. It's rising and no disguising. It's climbing. Everybody see it. Everybody. 14,620.09. 14,620, 112, 14,620. Believe me, we got a 14,623.13 coming. 14,623.13 coming. Oh, I know it, man. I know it. It's so hard to watch it. You know, it's got to show it. Catfish is here. He's no fear. 14,623.13. Here it comes. See what I mean? 14,623.13. You'll see it, folks, but it'll start turning green, everybody. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are too. There's a 14,621.13 for him. That's nice. Sure didn't stay there very long. Now 14,622. Here comes the 13, and they missed it by a penny. So it's on off to the races, folks. Look at it going 14, 6, 22, 29, and SoFi is following. Didn't even get there 14, 6, 23, 13. Bounced right over that to 14, 6, 24 now. Everybody, get ready. SoFi's going to pop. Here it goes, folks, and it ain't going to stop. It's going to pop, it's going to bop, and it won't be stopping. There's no way, everybody. Casey Double House, I think we have a chance to hit 11, but I don't think that much over that till on earnings for SoFi. Yep. Well, I've got sell orders on this stock here again at 10.13, 10.14, 15, 16, and then I'm going to buy it back at 10.01 or 2. Then it's on its way into the 11, and I'll sell it at 11.08, and I'll buy it at 10.97, and then I'll sell it at 11.12, and I'll buy it back at 11.08, and I'll sell it at 11.21, where I'll buy it back at 11.13. Then I'm going to sell it at 11. I've got sell orders in at all these numbers all the way up. Selling at 744, buying back at 733, selling at 750 or 49, buying back at 743 or 2 or 1. Yep, from that 49, man, they're going to hit it. And then it's going to go to 55. 755, I'll sell it there, and I'll pull it back, and then I'll get it at 749 again. Then I'm going to sell it at 765, because at 766, they're going to take it down. And I'm saying sevens. I should be saying nines or 10s and 11s. Any of these numbers, you can have these orders in at these numbers. I do. That's where I have them. I've got a sell order at $9.65, 9.76 cents, 9.87 cents. And every one of those numbers, when it fills, I will build more when they pull it back off those numbers. Just like I'm doing this afternoon. I told you, this run that's just begun, it's not going to stop, everyone. We still have 24 minutes, and they're going to run it up here in the last 24 minutes. It's not going to stop. It's not going to go down. If it does, it'll be 2 or 3 cents on a quick dump by the shorts. But getting over here on this chart, and I'm looking at what's happening here, and it looks to me like a lot of green there. Looks to me like a whole lot of green, baby. Oh, yeah. Look at that. From 327 on. 327 green, 328 green, 329 green, 330 green, 331 green, 32 green, 33 green, 34 green. One red one there. You see that? You can see it. One little red one. Look at all the big buys coming in here for 204,000 shares at 3:29 p.m. They already started there. Then you got another one at 250,000 shares, another one at 199,000, 255,000 shares, another one at 139,000, and then another one at 179,000, and then a wimpy, dimpy effort of 162,000 to try to stop this crossover, the 10-day, crossing the 45 and 50-day. But that's not going to happen, folks, because what we have is a double bottom, one right there, and off she goes to the, I don't know how high it's going to go. I would never limit how high it's going to go. Never, ever, ever, ever would I limit this stock. The thing of it is, there's not a lot of resistance in between these numbers as we get higher. As it was falling, there were big gaps as it fell. And those gaps will be they're still going to be there as we rise. There were some big, big gaps where the one candlestick didn't even envelop the other. They just were gapped apart from each other as it was falling from $28 high. So you can say, wait a minute, $28 high, this stock was never over 25 something. I go, nope, you're wrong. Nope, sorry, not true. Go over here and show you right now. Bookmark this. SoFi high was on February the 1st of 2021. Posted this. This was posted by our good buddy here, Stock Goat. Stock Goat showed everybody on Twitter that no matter what Yahoo's telling you of the price being $25.14 for the high, that's not true. On February the 1st, 2021, it went from $25.78 all the way up to 28.26. And you know why? They don't want you to know that. And on Yahoo, it only says $25.14 for the high, because that's all they want you to think it got. And they want you to put your sell orders in at $25, everybody. They don't want you to know that it actually hit 28.26. From 25.78. A $2.48 move in one day. That's another thing they don't want you to know, that this stock has the capable of moving $2.48 in one day, everybody. And it's coming. It's going to come very quickly and soon on this stock. One of these days, everybody's going to be blown away when they see how fast it rises. You're not going to believe how fast it goes up this afternoon, in my opinion, from now until the close. Could be wrong about this, but I don't think so. And here's the problem for the shorts now. As the price continues to rise this afternoon, it just builds more and more confidence in people who are looking for the bottom. And then what starts to happen is they go, golly, man, the price has just gone from what? Where were we just now? At 313. The price was 831, and it's already up 6 cents. I guess that's safe. I'll go ahead and buy some more right here. That's what people think, because they can see the increase already starting. And so they get inspired to go ahead and buy some more because they can see, man, this thing's climbing. All that does, the longer people look at it, folks, is encourage them to buy in. They just don't, nobody wants to lose money. So they get scared and a little intimidated, and they're a little bit fearful. But each penny this price rises higher will encourage more and more SoFi buyers. I promise you. And that is the problem that shorts are going to have right now, right here. You should be putting in a buy order at $8.35, by the way, right here now. $8.35, because now the computer's trading, and it's going to keep trading out all the 836s till they're gone, and then it's going to toggle from 837 to 838. Then all the 37s will be gone. It'll target from 838 to 839. You watch what I'm telling you come true, people. Watch what I'm telling you come true this afternoon. Even more so possibly in the after hours. But right now, I'm just seeing it toggling at 834, 835, and I'm watching it closely. Now it's changed to 835, 836. And in just a minute, it's going to change from that to 836, 837. You'll see what I'm saying. Oh man, I'm so bummed out that this channel got my computer shut off on me this afternoon with that big record I had going of viewership. I wanted to highlight that one day to people and show them, look at this, man. This channel is just growing like crazy because SoFi is capturing the interest of more and more investors every single day. Every single day, there's just more people, more interested, more. They're trending. The stock is trending. They're searching for it. They're looking for it. And YouTube is now sending me out to all these people that are looking for it. They're like, man, this guy's getting tons of likes. Please hit the like button right now. Let's just even get this little short video out. And then I'll just have to add what I had in viewers from the previous to this. I know it won't be accurate, but at least I'll have a little bit of an idea. And if you're new to this channel, I want to thank you if you subscribe today. And I want to let you know we have a new king cat, Shanus. Shanus is the new king cat who put in a $20 payment to me today. Even on a down day, gave me 20 bucks, folks. That's commitment. That's dedication. That's showing some love. And if you can't give me any money because you're down today, just go over to my music and listen to it today on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, whatever. Do it. Time now, 3:36, 24 minutes to watch uphill climb. And this is just going to be the beginning of the climb. That's going to be a 16 of 18 trading days higher low. I'm calling it now. 16 of 18 trading days with a higher low. Volume is approaching 80 million shares today. Let me ask you people on this Dow chart, are they trying to make this thing look like the United States? Seriously, look at this Dow chart over here. Does this not look exactly like an outline of the United States? it, it looks virtually identical to it. This one here, the S&P is as well. All of them do. They look like the United States. Got Florida over here, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, down here, here's Texas. Pretty funny. Well, it's not funny to see the thing down to $245 today, but it also isn't going to hurt it either to breathe a little bit, just like Sofi. It's not going to hurt it at all. Let's go see something here. We got a little bit of a minute here. Just let me check something out here. YouTube. Boom. Yes, sir, Ron. Tomorrow's going to be green, green, green. You'll see what I mean. Green, green, green. You'll see what I mean. A UFO was caught. Here we go. YouTube studio. Ooh. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube studio. Reason I want to jump over here is because I want to see how many people were watching that last video. Look at my subscribership. It's gone up to 1,271. 175 new subscribers in 28 days. Sweet. Yep. This video was looked at 1.4 thousand times. 1.4 thousand times. Beautiful. My live feed today earlier, that's 1,400. In the last 28 hours, my viewership has gone up to 4,062 in the last 28 hours, everybody. Golly. Oh, man. And what's so cool about this, what's so cool about what's happening with YouTube these days is because of your likes, my videos are getting shared with more people. See these things over here called impressions? It says here, if you hold over that word, how many times your video thumbnails were shown to viewers. Okay? Folks, my video thumbnails over the last 28 days have been shown to 211,694 people. And that can start to make a difference in how many people are buying shares of Sofi. And that can make a difference on how many people, where the price is. Does it not make sense? That last video I put up had 14,000 viewers that they sent the video to for a suggestion to watch. The reason that's happening is because of all you people hitting the like button on these videos every day. And all of your chat and comments and the duration you're staying on the channel with me. We've got 11 minutes left till the closing bell. Price is being accumulated here, as you can tell. In case you didn't see it, it's rising. Oh, well. What do you think? Down 13, 13, 13 across here. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Yay, look at them all. Trying to hold it there. In desperation. I can hardly wait to see where this stock price is 10 days from now when I say 932 or 966 or 1013, 1028. You'll see, everybody. You just sit here and you watch what I'm talking about. It's all going to come true. I am not a financial advisor. I do not have a degree. I just happen to have 24 years of trading experience under my belt from a day when I was on the Wheel of Fortune. Well, I'm looking forward to Big Green tomorrow. I hear you, man. I hear you completely. I'm hoping to feel better tomorrow. I got a head cold going here. Been fighting this dang thing all day. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, everybody. You know this. All right, here we go, folks. Here comes, we already know they normally will use 100 million to 103, 107 million to drive the price down with after a downgrade. We've seen the record. We've seen the track history. We've gone back and we've looked at it. So we know what they're going to try to do, and we know with how many shares they're going to try and do it. All we got to do is just try to sit here and see if they can pull it off, and we'll know if history is repeating itself or not. That's all we're going to do. We'll be able to see if history is repeating itself. And you can already see the NASDAQ selling off right now. Yes, sir. Question is, though, do they have that 100 million shares again like they have in the past? We'll see. I can tell you one thing right now, they're definitely dipping into their own pockets. They're not just using borrowed shares. They're using their own. They're using their own. Look back here since 341. Red, 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 green, red, green, red, red. Time now is 3:51, and we got 9 minutes left to see this thing run or drop. And we're going to see the volume changing here big time. 78,423,000. Right there, you saw 17,000 shares traded. 17,444,000. 555. There's 10,000 shares. 78,472. 78,478. 479. 482. 78,485,000. 87. 88. 92. 503. 47. 78,508,000. There's a 17,000 shares purchased. 78,555,000. There's 64,000 shares is purchased. 78,635,000. 641, 643, 78,644,000. Some big buys coming in here, people. 78,649,000, 650, 719. There's one of 69,000 shares. 78,759,000. 78,768,000, 783. That's 15 million shares. 15,000. 78,834,000. 78,837,000. 838, 839, 840, 841. 78,843,000. 78,845,000. 78,846,000. 847, 852. 78,855,000. 78,858,000. 869, 11,000 shares bought. 78,870,000. 6,000 shares, 20,000 shares, 78,887,000 now. There we go. 4,000 shares. Price is rising here, people. The pressure's hard on them. 78,899,902, 78,904, 78 million. There's 7,000 shares bought. There's another 10,000 shares. 78. There's another 10,000 shares. 78, 934, 935, 936, 937, 941, 942, 947, 948, 955. 8,000 shares bought. Price is rising. 78, 968. 78, 969, 971, 997. 30,000 shares just bought at 831. 79,048,000. 79,054,000. 66,000, 11,000 shares bought at 831. Oh no, another 100,000 shares just bought. 79, 146, 79, 156. 10,000 shares bought. 10,000 more. 10,000 more. This is getting big, people. 5 minutes left. 79,184, 186, 187, 188, 189. 1,000 at a time coming in at 831. Happy to buy it. 79,201, 206, 70,207, 79,213, 70,222, 246, 20,000 shares just bought at 831. 79,275, 79,278, 280 now, 281, 284, 286, 297, 11,000 shares bought at 831. 79,306, 311. We now have 4 minutes left of trading. 79, 312, 330, 332. 10,000 share buys coming in. 79, 350 now. 79, 358, 359, 79, 359, 360. 79,411. Wow, 50,000 share buy at 831. 79,436, 438, 79,439. 79,445. 100,000 shares just bought. 79,724. Man, look how high this is going so fast. So big buys here. 79,499. 79,505. 79,510. 511. Price is still rising. 79,518. 539. 542. My God. 79,551. 79,553, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 79,007,578, 79,581, 6 now, 79,602. We now have 2 minutes left. 79,006. What happened to the 100 million shares that they usually attack with? Oh, well, there's new law that's been changed now. More disclosure. That's right. There's a new Fed law which has gone into effect. It started the 1st of January. They can no longer naked short this stock because it all gets reported to the federal government now. So they got to be a little more honest. 79,824, 79,846, 849, 859, 870. 79,900,000, 79,908, 79,914, 79,939, 79 million. Look what time it is. 3:58. Still 2 minutes to go. 79,998, 803, 7,000, 27,000, 29,000, 60,000. Big buys. 71,000. 104. There you go. 30,000 just paid there. Golly. Unbelievable. 80,233 now. 255. 20,000 shares being bought. 45,000. 20,000 just bought. 80,327. 335. 346. 80,351. 358. 361. 80,376. 80,408. Folks, we're talking 30 and 40,000 share buys here coming in. 80,426, 434, 430, 448, 80,457, 500, 80,515. We got 1 minute left. 80,553, 80,560, 570, 576, 577, 80,006, 80,662, 716, 50,000 shares. 80,731, 760, 30,000 shares. Another one, 30,000 shares. 80,799 now. 80,858, 869, 60,000 shares bought. 80,970, 80,971, 72. Folks, it is over. Ring the freaking bell here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff of the space shuttle. Game over. Game over, folks. Wow. What a killer day. And I'm absolutely fantastically happy with my buys because I bought at that price right there. 831, 832, 833. Excellent. And do not be surprised at all to see this thing go up in the after hours once the hedgies are out. Yes, already green, and it's going to be green. It's going to stay green. Everything's a big green flying machine. Look at it up already green, and you never see that with this stock. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never do you see this stock green right after the closing, people. It just doesn't happen. But guess what now? It's 2 cents up in the after hours. Hot dang, man. Nice. All right, everybody. I've had a good time with you here today. I'm sorry I can't stick around any longer. I've got to get on my way. It's been a great day. It's been a lot of people here on this channel. So thank you for hitting that like button, everybody who did. And I'm sorry we couldn't see the total vision today of over 1,700, which we would have hit, I believe. But the doggone software or the computer went wacky on me. Looking forward to big screen green tomorrow. Sold 20 at $7 puts and bought 1,200 more shares at 834. All right, good. Well, I bought more today too. I bought 1,000 at 834. And I can assure you, all of you who are making this great decision today to buy in on this, congratulations, because you're going to make money. You're going to make dang good money from here until the next earnings call. And Catfish says 16 out of 18 days up in a row. Now, I got to make a delivery. I've got something I sold on eBay. A violin is going out. So I've got to run it down to the place where I have to get it shipped out. Watch this stock continue to grow up in after hours. You're going to see an increased gain in after hours. It's going to keep climbing. It's going to close even higher than people might have expected at 8 o'clock. So I might even come on back on about 10 minutes till 8, and let's just see where we are. But if not, I'm just going to be saying farewell to you all now. I want to thank you for being here, every single one of you. James checking back in. Casey, I think we have some chance to hit 11. Looking forward to Big Green tomorrow. Excellent. Harry Toe, peace out. Yes, everybody. And watch this stock continue to rise now at 833 in after hours. All the manipulation today. And guess what? We're fixing to go green on our buys, everybody. We're all going to be green on our buys once we break over 834. And everybody who followed suit with me today, congratulations. I claim, there we go, cha-ching. There's the 834 people already up 3 cents in after hours. And watch this thing propel higher and higher and higher. Oh my gosh, how are they going to stop this dang thing if they couldn't stop it during the day? And now it's already up to 834 in the after hours. Wow. You never see that on this stock, everybody. So things are changing. You're going to see this thing continue its run. And the run has just begun, everybody. Thank you for being here again. I appreciate it. Thanks for hitting the like button. And thanks for sharing this channel with your friends and telling others about Catfish Tyler. Probably the only stock analyst on this YouTube platform that actually chews his own shorts up if he eats his shorts if the stock doesn't do what he says. You're not going to find that on any other channels, folks, most likely. But I got the guts to do it, and I got the stomach for it. I can handle it, and if I make a promise to you about something, I'm dedicated to it, and I will not let you down in any regard, folks. I'm always here for you. Thank you all very much for being here. Sean Shaw, excellent. Goodbye at 834. You can already see it's at 835. We're making money in the after hours. Every one of us is going to make money from now until the earnings call. Just like I said, this price is going to continue to climb now all the way from now until the earnings call that's coming up on July the 29th. All right. So just hang in there, be strong, have faith, and be grateful that the good Lord gave us this awesome price today on the shoulders of people who were crazy enough to short this stock before. All right. So watch out, folks. You better be good tonight. Watch out for other people if you're out traveling or on the roads. And I want to wish you all the happiness. I want to wish you very good health. And I want to make sure also that you have, obviously, one of the most important things is to be successful in your financial career. That's why you're here on this channel. So thank you for being here. And last but not least, everybody, let me do this. We're going to get this screen up bigger where I can get more personal with you people, right? Catfish getting personal. All right. Well, I want to just say again to you the last things I was saying. I wish you happiness. I wish you healthiness. I wish you prosperity. And most of all, I hope that you are surrounded with love because you deserve it. Surrounded. All right. I got to get on out of here. Thank you a lot again, everybody, for being here. It's been fun. Yep. Forrest L. Thanks, Big Cat. You got it, Forrest L. All of you guys, I expose the manipulative efforts and how they work. And a great news today on a downgrade is what I said. It's awesome news because all we're going to do is climb from here. And we're going to do it for 16 out of 18 days in a row. Let's see if I'm right. I've got it written down. And I'm going to say farewell to you all. It's been fun. It's been a good time. And we'll get the guitar out tomorrow, all right? You guys have a good night, everybody, and God bless everyone.